Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Video Game Collectors Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Rose, and with me today, as usual, is Josh Byerly.
Howdy.
And we are going to, this is episode number 10. We're already up to 10, amazingly. And we're going to go over Heritage auctions to start. And then Josh is going to go into some really cool stuff that I think is really cool to me and outside of what we normally talk about. So that'll be really cool and interesting.
Cool and stuff and interesting. Cool
and stuff.
Cool.
And, yeah, gets me fired up anyway.
Yeah, you got to share something too, Matt. I think, I think what we want to do with this show is show people stuff that we don't typically talk about or share, here or on social media of what we collect. Some people know I collect these sort of items, but we just kind of want to share that, something outside of what we typically share.
Or what you would normally see online, because, yeah. If we're just repeating the same old stuff, what fun is that?
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, do you want to jump right into Heritage?
I want to jump right into Heritage.
Awesome. Well, let's jump right in.
Jump around. Get up, get down.
1 second. Let me not share that. Let me get this up and then we'll share that.
That's what she said.
Just get it up. Or maybe he.
Mm-hmm. Wow, we got a lot of screens
going
on here.
We have a lot of watchers, so bear with us on that one, I guess.
Okay, let's just start right through this Atari. This Atlantis is really cool. I like that. That's a 928 plus. Some of these prices on Atari were really affordable. $94 for that thing with the buyer's premium. That's insane. I wonder.
So, Josh, is it on your end? Are you seeing just one box now?
Yeah, I can see that. That's fine.
Okay, that's better.
I can see all these, and then I can see this. It's recording fine. The Atlantis 928 plus, $94. That's a night scene Atlantis. That's cool. It's really nice. Basic Atari, Battlezone, Burger Time, Commando. They were inexpensive for 9s and above, I think. Defender 2 is a 968 plus, sold for $144. I don't know what people are waiting for on some of this stuff. Maybe they just don't want it. That's fair.
So you think these are priced good right now?
I think they're a great deal. They're 9.0 and above, every one of these, and they sold. The only one that sold for over $200 was Burger Time.
Especially if you're, doing speed run or something. Essentially with shipping, you're paying $100 to grade each one of these if you're doing speed run.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum, you're paying $75 a piece if you're doing turbo, which is $60. Plus, I'm just figuring in $15 for shipping, just to do it. So yeah.
This Double Dragon's cool. Same cover as the 7800 version. 7800 version is a yellow box, way harder to find, and then the 2600 version is actually really hard to find. This is the PAL version.
Mm-hmm.
I always talk about this when we do the Clubhouse thing. But this version will say made in West Germany on the barcode on the bottom of this game. And that is how you know that this is the European version. All the other UPCs on the bottom, well, actually, it's not a UPC in this case. It would be a...
on the bottom of the actual
EAN.
game. So, we won't even...
Yeah, European number on the bottom of that. But that's just how you know. The universal product code would be on the 2600 US release of that. And that has a EAN number.
Interesting.
And if you don't know the difference, Google it, because I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
Double Dunk.
Double Dunk is a cool cover. I've never played that game. It looks like it's a fairly late 2600 release. These cool stickers on the front, they say the Atari Advantage. You don't have to click on them, Matt. You can see it there.
Yeah.
And there's one on Defender 2. These are like, I guess they're from 89. There's one on a Mario as well, like a silver box Mario. I've seen the Atari Advantage on it, but they're neat. that seems affordable for a near mint game. $174.
Yeah.
Um,
Kari Warriors.
Kari Warriors is cool. Pac-Man, gotta love Pac-Man. 6.0 NS. That's
pretty low.
That's low.
That's staying low for basically a release game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the first variant, major variant of this. How is Pac-Man in white above, and below it says game program. The second print or revision, or 5th or 12th revision of Pac-Man, they changed it and they put Pac-Man in blue lettering, and above it will say game program. I believe it says game program, but it's in blue lettering underneath in a lower area. And those came packed with the Black Vader system that came out in 82, 83. Gotcha. So some will say not for resale on them. Some won't say not for resale because you could buy it as a standalone game as well. Yeah. Cool game.
I have both.
Good for you. Now, do you have a Sears Telegames Pac-Man?
I had an opportunity to buy one, and I said no. Sealed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt. Okay.
He's laughing at me now if he's watching. We all know who that is.
You know as well as I do, Matt, that this Raiders of the Lost Ark in 9.6 is an insane grade on this game.
I wanted to bid on this, but I was not around to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it, and I was like, if that goes for a good price, I'll grab it. Because I was buying these back, almost exactly a year ago, trying to get a good grade, and I couldn't get a 9.6.
I don't know, maybe we should look later, but I don't know if they've even sold a 9.8 or graded a 9.6. This game never came with plastic, so you're getting an NS if you want a new copy of it. And yeah, great grade, low price.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Moving along.
Yeah, I like this beefsteak one. The movie, if they ever made it, would have probably been better. I don't know. It's just a play on Revenge of the Killer, or Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, I think. So,
gotcha.
I don't know. It's neat. I have one.
Avoiding the copyrights.
Yeah. No, well, it's 20th Century Fox. They had the rights to do it. So they did other games like Aliens. They did the TV show MASH. Well, I guess the movie MASH.
But they just couldn't call it what they really wanted to call it.
I don't know. They did some weird stuff in playing on the idea of sequel video game, but they did Mega Force, which is hard to find sealed. There's like, maybe we've talked about these in the past, but I feel like there's like 8 of these that are fairly easy to get, and then I think the library is like 17 or 18 games for 20th Century, but the other ones are just insane to find sealed. So like Beanie Bopper, Fast Eddie, the Mega Force game I talked about, Worm World 1, I think. So it's like World, I can't talk. World War I, but with worm as the word, and it's hard to find sealed. So Alien is hard to find sealed for this. Some of them, they're really cool games, but half of the library is easy to get, half of it is not. But this is a 9.8, so condition rarity, as our friend Dennis likes to say. Okay, we're staying too long on these Atari games, Matt.
Okay, well, you just moved me along.
River Raid. Go down. Let's scroll. Yard's Revenge is a fun game. People should play that.
8.5. Spider-Man, that was a 9.0, so I understand that. But still, that's a pretty good price for a 9.0.
I think that's a great price for a 9.0.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that a 9.0 shows up and not another 9.8. I like that.
That means
Galaga is great because Mark Erickson did that cover, and I love it. And the only port on an Atari system was on the 7800. Thank you to Jeff Waco Wers, for that tidbit in the clubhouse the other night. That was cool, and I didn't really ever think to talk about that, but that is true. A good game too on the 7800. That's a fair price, I feel like, this day and age.
Sure.
Donkey Kong Jr., ColecoVision, not typical easy game to find. 80NS, Coleco, first-party ColecoVision games did not come with plastic seals on them. They're just a glue hanger on the top, and they flip up. Yeah, it's weird. I guess it's not weird, but it's not typical.
We got some more Coleco.
Mm-hmm.
Smurfs.
AD&D is cool. Smurfs is okay.
Another Atlantis.
Atlantis. Yeah, you see how the one we looked at before was kind of dark and this was light. This isn't in television Atlantis, but there is a 2600 version where it is light like that as well. And then there's a 2600 version that is a black box that was later released when Activision had acquired iMagic. So there we go.
Long, low grade Donkey Kong.
That sold well for considering
for 7.5.
Yeah, that's decent. Better than some of that hard to find Atari that was up there. High grade.
That's true. That's a good point.
Space Armada is cool. And television gets no love, but rightfully so. Most of it is garbage.
Yeah, and those boxes, I've got some sealed in television, and they are just trashed.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about hockey pucks. But moving into NES, I guess.
Yeah. Nessie. Loch NES Monster. Athletic World.
94A plus for 360.
Yeah, this is the oval seal variant. So you get the sticker seal, which is the god. You get the round seal, which has a 5-screw cart in it as well that is Athletic World branded, and a unique manual, and a double-ended box, which is a unique box on the system, and not very easy to find. So second print is actually hard to find. Oval seal is the one you typically see, but yeah, that's cool. Captain Skyhawk. I do not like this video game, but I like the cover. So, okay.
Wow, we got a Castlevania that hopped in here, an 808 plus for $38,000.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, so that went for a little bit of money in a weekly. Absolutely. And for a fraction of the price, you could have had the $384 Chippendale Rescue Rangers 2 that came next.
But that's a CIB.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Matt, why did this go for $38,400?
Well, it's Castlevania. Honestly, there's not a lot of these sealed because people played the crap out of this game. You did not buy this to hold on to it. I know that much. And I wasn't even a Castlevania fan, and I knew that. I just never personally got into it, but man, a lot of people really did. So
yeah, I love Castlevania. Castlevania 2 was like pinnacle game for me as a kid. I borrowed it from my cousin. The first game that I was able to borrow from somebody, bring home, and play myself and try to figure out. When I first played it, I didn't know you could walk off the screen. And so I was just walking around this town, and then it'd get dark, and I'd kill all these monsters running around the town. And I was like, what the hell's going on? How do I do anything? I go up and down the stairs, I look over, I jump in the water and die. And then I figured out you could walk on each side of the screen. And of course I went left first, and they have those pig lizard monster things that just kill you automatically. But I have great memories on Castlevania 2. One's a different story. I did not have one until Christmas of 1990. I got the Lego pirate ship, and I got a Castlevania cartridge.
Ooh, Lego pirate ship. That's
nice. I got this big Lego pirate ship for Christmas. I remember.
I know the one.
Yep. And then I got this Castlevania cartridge. I got a cart. That's how my parents rolled. You know.
Wow.
That's how Santa rolled.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And I played it a lot. I really enjoyed it. So Castlevania 1. But before that, I had played it in the past. We had a rental store in town. It's called LJ's Video. Mm-hmm. And we rented it. Video games were 2-day rentals. we rented it. It was a snow day, and so we got to keep it for 3 days. And I could get to the Grim Reaper, and he would destroy me every time. So,
Oh.
Yep.
Did you
but
have?
That's it. But I got an extra day of Castlevania 1, and then I got it for that Christmas coming up.
Did you do it all on your own? Did you use Nintendo Power at that point to help you through it, or?
No, I did not. I probably didn't have a Nintendo Power with Castlevania strategy in it.
Gotcha.
Did they plug Castlevania? I don't think they did.
I don't remember. I was just giving a general question.
Yeah, I don't know. We're spending a lot of time on this, but
sure.
I have great memories around these games, and so my first issue of Nintendo Power was the Star Trek cover.
Right.
Yeah, 1989, I think. Yeah, October '89. I got it. My parents got me a subscription for my birthday, and I remember getting the mail off the bus, and that was it. But
it was pretty sweet when those showed up, but I don't. Yeah, let's burn through these a little bit faster because we could just go on and on.
Sorry, I think this Castlevania sold for what it did is because it's a round seal, not an oval seal.
Good grade.
There are not very many hang tab versions of this out there sealed. You can count on one hand how many there are. No,
Yep.
And then round seals, equally as rare as a hang tab, in my opinion. Ovals, you can find them. Not a common game sealed, but round seal and hang tab are insane.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And it fetched a high price.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe a low price.
Yep. Some CIBs did well.
Okay. Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers 2, $384 for a 6. That's okay.
Yeah, I think the Darkwing Duck box is like a 7.5 or I think that's what it was. We looked at it. And the components were garbage.
I'll just look real quick.
So
I gotta do my usual quick zoom because
it's okay. 7.0. Okay. That's
7.0. Okay.
Yeah, so you could upgrade that one if you wanted. Okay.
Moving along. 5.0. Wow. 5.0 CIB. Was this?
It's a gloss sticker. Gloss sticker, I feel, is harder to find than matte sticker on this sucker. But
yeah, I don't see a lot of gloss.
Oh my gosh, look at that. The 4.5 CIB, no rev round. That's a TM.
This
Entertainment System TM. Yeah.
4.5.
Dang, girl.
Ooh.
That's right. I don't even want to look at it. $780.
Wow.
8.0B Mega Man 6 goes for $1,100. That's cool.
How do you feel about that? I feel like maybe that's underpriced. I mean, Mega Man was it 6 or 5? One of them just completing a set was not that easy. I want to say it was 6. 5?
No, 5.
Was it 5?
This is like KB Toy Store Thrash to Bin type of game. Dang. Okay. Look at these prices.
Wow.
The 8.5 CIB. That's a nice copy. I don't know what the box grade on that is, but it went for $1,300. I mean, is that crazy?
It's
a flat back. That's not even a hang tab, and that box was a 7.5.
Woo.
Son of a gun.
I want to say it wasn't but a year ago I sold a hang tab for
a 7.5
$500.
Flat back box. This is probably go back real quick. Is that a TM next to Entertainment System on this sucker? What's the label say? No rev. NES.
Let me click on it.
Yeah, that's a TM. I believe
it's not letting me load it.
That's okay. Just hover there for a second. Yeah, that's a TM.
That's TM.
Yeah, okay. I think this would have been not packed with the system. So there was like the Entertainment System. I don't have the box here, but the just the console that was packed in with a CIB Mario, and I think they were all Entertainment System R's on there. So this would have been a standalone game. Probably hard to find variants and people realize, but are people tracking that? I don't know.
Yeah, this pains me for me selling my 8.5. Okay.
Okay.
Baseball 90A, $500.
I think that's cheap.
I agree.
That's not an easy seal game. I think $500 is a good deal.
Wow, we just moved right out of NES and
Mm-hmm.
okay.
These were some nice CIBs. Aero the Acrobat 285 CIB. I don't care if this is in a holder or not. That's a rare game on Super Nintendo. It sold for $138.
Yeah, that's giving it away.
I don't know what they go for on eBay. Maybe I'm out of touch on that, but that was always a tough one to get if you're doing a set. It's like a digital press rarity guide, like R6, R7 back in the day.
Wow.
So it was like always on people's radars early on. It was tough to come by.
Lester the Unlikely, is this like Leisure? Were they trying to do like a Leisure Suit Larry or something here?
I've never played it. I like the cover though. It's just some kid doing an adventure and stuff. Hey, look at that, Matt. Super Star
Wars. What did I say, man?
Empire Strikes Back. And
that's JVC.
That's insane, man. That's a tough one, buddy.
That's JVC. I think that price is par.
Are you kidding? No, JVC is the hard one, Matt.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying. I'm not saying this. I think that this should have gone higher.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I feel that this should have gone higher.
For about $1,000, I feel like. So,
yeah. So this was more of a deal.
I don't think people are educated on them. I value it about $1,000. You know, it's hard to value this game, but I think there's a good upside in it.
So you didn't want to bid on this one?
No, I just got one from a good buddy.
Oh,
he hooked me up.
I would have bid on this one.
With a deal. So, yeah, I don't know. It's 630, maybe that's right. And mine is similar. Mine might be an 8.0. It's nice though. I'm okay with it. I'm working on this made in Japan set, and it's really hard for early print Super Nintendo games.
World Cup Soccer got some love here though.
Sure did.
Pokemon. Whoa.
6-up. Oh, fuck. My language. That was mild. I think that was a mild copy. No, I had a 6.5 and I sold on Comic. I bought it off Heritage for like $400.
Yeah.
Sent it to Comic Connect and it sold for, I think, $800. So.
Okay. Well, it's just grown a little bit. Yeah. So has apparently Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 for Game Boy 780. Didn't we just see one of these in the last one? And what did that go for? It wasn't 780 and it wasn't an 8.0. It
was a 9 something and it went for a lot more than this.
I thought it went for a lot less, didn't it?
No, I want to say it cleared $1,000.
Wow.
Like a 9.6 or something.
I have short-term memory.
Yeah, I know. We missed a week, so it's okay.
That's crazy. And woo. Wow. You grab a few of these back when?
I got 2.
Okay.
Yeah. I got some nice ones. I'm going to grade them.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
What else do we see in here? Batman Beyond. I know nothing about this game.
That seems kind of strong to me for an 8.5.
840, 8.5A.
Yep.
I don't know the rarity on that one.
I feel like it was a case pack game.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean a lot, in my opinion. But I feel like you could get a nicer one if you look. But maybe that's just where it is. I think that went for a lot. I think this game absolutely sucks. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
I don't know how we go with your opinion on this one, just because we know your feelings for this game.
Oh, do we talk about this? I don't really like Ocarina of Time either, but that's okay. People can like what they like. I do not like the N64 Zeldas.
All right.
Majora's Mask. I bought it. I got Ocarina of Time when it came out at Fred Meyer. I went with my dad when they released it, and we got a collector's edition. I went home and played it. I beat it. I collected all this Goldchulas, the spider things.
Yep.
And I just didn't really like the game. Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
It wasn't like playing the Super Nintendo one, which is really good.
Okay.
And then I'm like, maybe I'll give it another shot when they come out with Majora's Mask. I go to Software, etc. I spent $55 on this game, and I get home and I play it for like 2 days, and I absolutely hate it. There's like this weird time travel thing, and I'm like, I never beat the game, and I do not like this game. So go ahead, you N64 fanboys, and tell me I'm an idiot because this game sucks. Garbage.
Well, a 7.5 just pulled in $2,100, so somebody likes it.
It's a Zelda on it. I mean, if you're gonna spend money on a Zelda game,
yep,
get like Phantom Hourglass or Minish Cap or something that is a good game. This is not a good game.
Okay.
Okay.
Sports title, NFL.
Yeah. These are all mostly 6.5s because Acclaim boxes are garbage. And if you hold it with a little bit of force, you'll turn a 9.4 into a 6.5. So,
wow.
Yeah. So, no, that's not true. But they are really flimsy boxes. That I haven't seen one selling here, but yeah, Brett Favre, all right. I like these Game Boy Advance games. This Wade Hickson's Counterpunch and the Danny Phantom is cool. I like that. But I don't know how easy or hard it is to get. I don't really track these sealed games very often.
Yeah, I'm just seeing 9.4 A+ and $150. So, man, if you're, I don't think those are bad prices.
Nope. Gotcha Force is hard to find, isn't it? That a hard to find GameCube game? I feel like that is a $400 CIB, or maybe it's $200. I don't know, but that seems inexpensive. Maybe just got dogged because of the grade.
8.5s are gonna. I don't think those are that bad of grades. I think people are just grabbing for 9s right now, but eventually those are gonna run out. That's just what's gonna happen.
All right.
There's so many collectors. Metroid Prime 2.
It's a fun game.
It's a good grade.
Yep.
480.
Yep. I'm going for the Target exclusive version if I'm getting mine, which has a Napster sticker on it.
And would you take that over a Metroid Prime 1?
No. Metroid Prime 1 is really good. I have a couple. I sent 2 off to get graded. I want to see if I get a 9.8 out of 1.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc is neat. This pre-order bonus sort of game that you got when you pre-ordered Pokemon Coliseum.
Oh.
Yeah.
And quite
how about that?
Good grade. 9.6A.
Or if they didn't sell their pre-orders, Toys R Us, in their case, had a stack back in 2004 sitting on their shelf. 2005, I don't know when I went and got it, but they had a stack of 10 of them for $1 a piece, and I bought them all. I remember buying everyone. I was like, this is strange. And they weren't worth that much back then. But,
what did you do with them?
I sold them at Portland Retro Gaming Expo or something.
Oh, for $5.
Probably $20 a piece.
Yeah, you probably, or $5.
Like, $1 to $20, I'll do it.
Or it was the end of the expo and you're just like, $5.
I might take it. I don't want this. I don't want to take this home.
I know how you work at the end.
So
just take it.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Virtual Boy, Genesis.
Only cool game here is Lost Vikings. Well, NHL 94 is cool, but I don't know if it's cool on Sega CD. Lost Vikings, I think that went cheap. That isn't common.
9.4
cool game.
B+.
Yeah. Plastic looks pretty jacked up on that.
It does.
That's okay. Okay. Sonic CD is the only cool game in this row.
$450. B+.
This whole game is not fun.
Never played it.
Yeah.
I did not have a
NBA
Sega
Action
Saturn.
98 is not a good video game, but it is the first time Kobe Bryant is on the cover of a video game.
Wow. So thus fetching the $504.
That's why. Yeah.
What about Space Hulk? I mean, why does it's a 9.8 A++, so 780, I guess. I know nothing about this game.
Yeah, it's like that's insane. $780.
It's a 9.8 A++.
Okay.
Just if you got a 9.8 A++ and a decent game, it's gonna fetch a
Space Hulk's
premium.
not a decent game though.
But then we come down here and we see 2 more, and they did not fetch premium. So
It's because they're also not decent games.
well, so somebody likes
cool.
that.
I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. A nice high grade Saturn game is not an easy thing to do because they're really crappy packaging on them. I do know that there's a guy that sells these online in multiple quantity forms. So
yeah,
I don't think you're guaranteed a 9.8, but it's so non-mainstream. If I'm getting Space Hulk, I want the long box for PS1 promo box, whatever it is.
Well, yeah, that's going to be much harder.
I had one at one point. I had no idea what it was either. In 2003. I sold it on eBay for $27, and Bryn, that dentist or doctor guy in Michigan or whatever, bought it. At the time, everybody's like, "Oh, Space Hulk long box doesn't exist," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it does. I had one. I sold it on eBay, and I had the eBay listing, and I showed people. They're like, what?" But then it doesn't match up with the release dates for the code for the game with other games that came before that are only jewel case. So we chalk it up to a promotional or for display box because mine didn't have a manual. The other one that was found didn't have a manual. And I think I've kind of followed mine through the lineage of where it's been and who's owned it.
Yeah.
I want to say that the Mass Gamer owns my copy that I found many years ago. I think the reason it was found here in Eugene, Oregon, is that we had a Sony disc manufacturing plant that closed, I want to say, in 2000, 2001, but they made Sony PlayStation 1 games here in town. Or our city next to us in Springfield. But yeah, you can find really cool PlayStation stuff in my town if you go out hunting at garage sales.
And so you still think it's valued at $27?
No, I would pay a lot of money for it.
So $37?
Yeah, double, maybe. Yeah, I'm up in the $65 range. So
okay.
Okay. Okay, look at this. Great. Okay, I don't care. Kingdom on Wii is hard.
Let's spend some time on Grand Theft Auto triple packs. 9.6 A++.
No.
These are just given to have in every auction. I think it's just like a stand-in.
Okay.
But they're still selling for, whoever's still making money.
Hey, but not everybody that buys this stuff is a dealer and speculating and wanting to flip it in 6 months or do whatever.
Yeah.
Some people might just be on here going, I like Grand Theft Auto. I'll pay $200 for a nice high-grade copy of this. This was one of my favorite games, and I'll put it on my shelf at my doctor's office.
And guess what? Those triple packs are going to run out.
They will. They will.
At some point, they're going to run out.
Hmm?
At some point, they're going to run out.
Some point.
But hey, we have something I can comment on. Halo 2.
Holy shit.
Standard copy, 9.4A+. This is not no. Oh, okay, yeah, it's not even I thought I was sorry, let me read it a little bit deeper.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was a sticker date release seal.
It's not, dude.
Not. They just have the live sticker. So it kind of, if you're reading it too quick, you'll just see the live sticker and you'll be like, oh, wait, sticker. I was thinking sticker. It's not. This is a standard Halo 2 copy. It's one of the earlier ones because it had the live sticker, for the record.
Okay.
And there are a few other later copies. You can follow Dan Gomez, and he will get into some of the variants of the later copies. I believe one of the last copies was a translucent box. It was basically an Xbox 360 box. The copy after this does not have the live sticker. If I go through all of my Halo 2 games, but 9.4A+, is actually not easy to get. I've been sending a lot of my Halos in. I've been getting back 948 pluses, and mine I thought were pretty good shape overall. So this is actually not that easy to get, but it's starting to fetch a premium now. So
rightfully so. I mean, this
game changed
online
gaming.
multiplayer.
Absolutely. This just lit a fire, and I mean, some of
Great.
the early pro gaming really launched with Halo 2. Absolutely. And people just really got into it, myself included.
Yeah, me too. I like it.
Yeah, Halo 2.
I've always felt that it's underpriced, Matt. You know that. We talked about Halo 2. Mortal Kombat Armageddon Steelbook. Look at that sucker right there.
988 cool. Plus. That's a great grade.
These are not easy to get in high grade. Usually it's a shrink wrap plastic, so not your typical over-wrap plastic, which you see on most Xbox and PS2 games.
This is Mortal Kombat, PlayStation 2, amazing grade, $384. Would that not be a great price?
That's a great price. I would have bought this probably raw for around $300. I mean, I happily did. I have the there's I think 3 different covers for the premium edition on Armageddon. The Johnny Cage, I can't remember what the other one is.
So this was probably really a steal for someone.
I think I wasn't watching at this point. I probably would have bought that.
He just checked out.
That's cool. And I have, mine is not a 9.8. It's probably an 8.5. It's got a dent in the steelbook case style thing that it's in. Yeah, they dent easy too. So, all right, those are the games, Matt. Look at that.
Yeah. We just had RoboCop at the end here, and then this is other auctions. So
other auctions that we didn't go over, but I'm done talking about games. Castlevania. Look at that son of a gun. Okay,
there you go.
That was long.
Well, we always say we want to keep it short, and then we get into your deep knowledge on half of these games. And
hey, man,
hey, it's good stuff. I like it. I'm learning.
Want to go down the rabbit hole? We'll go down the rabbit hole.
All right.
Okay.
What else do you got? What else do you got?
What do you want to talk about?
I hear you have some cool stuff.
Yeah.
And it looks like an upside down Yoshi.
This is one of my favorite things I've ever found in the wild. I found it at a CD Game Exchange, probably 2002. And it sat there on the shelf, and I was like, I had this rule where I'm not going to buy games unless they're $5 and under, because I'm just out of high school and I'm like, $5 and under. And this game was priced at $7, and I'm like, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. And then I started getting into like collecting variants. I think at that time I bought out a mini putt video rental store, and I got all these games. And then I started noticing variants, and I was like, oh man, I got a couple Zeldas that are different. I got to keep them. And so a week later I go back, and this is still $7. It's an upside down label. I'm like, this is strange. So I bought it, and I've not had it the whole time. I actually sold it to a good friend, Jason Smith, and he had it in his collection from probably 2008 until 2018 when I bought his whole video game collection. As you can see, these nice Nintendo, World of Nintendo cabinets I got from him. So, but I got it back. I'm not going to get rid of it again. So I like it. It's nostalgic to me because I sold it off and then I got it back, which is me, and I remember finding it and everything. So that's really not what I wanted to talk about, but.
And that's a whole nother story, by the way, too, that whole purchase where we all came over to your place and went through your massive purchase.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun story. We'll have to share that someday.
Absolutely. Or when I brought my kid to your house and we went through the Seaside stuff at your house.
Oh, that's right. That was fun.
She was a year and a half or something.
Now, was it that long ago?
Yeah, man.
All right, what do you got?
Just got it, and we were going through the Genesis stuff. I was like, oh my God, there's like a Streets of Rage 3 in here. There's a Time Killers. This is, yeah. I loved it.
That was a fun haul.
Yeah. So kind of want to talk real quickly about these cool things, stuff that I don't typically talk about, and what I enjoy collecting, and I don't pay a lot of money for, and they're fun to track down. They are Capcom, PC, Commodore, IBM, Amiga, computer games, so to speak, from the era. And they all have the Capcom grid style, this cool 80s gradient style box. I don't have all of them yet, but I just kind of wanted to put these out there because I absolutely love them. They are a little bigger than an NES box. Let me grab an NES box. I don't have one handy because I've been cleaning my room here. But they're slightly larger. So as you can see, Gunsmoke. This is Commodore 64 version.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should even try to hold it up there.
No, it looks good.
Don't know if there is a IBM. There probably is, and also a no, probably not an Atari. What's the Section Z I have? Oh, I'm missing one in here. Huh. That's strange. I have a Section Z and it's not in here, so that's okay. But Commodore 64 Gunsmoke, the art is different on this than it is on the two variants for the NES, which is interesting. Comes with a disc and a manual. Hat trick. So you see they kind of changed it to green. This was never released on NES. And the green is for this Captain Commando's sports series down here. Also Commodore 64. And it is, there was another one that accompanied it, and I've been looking for a while. It's Mini Golf, and it's also the green style box. So graphics look pretty bad. I haven't played this. Maybe I'll give it a try. But Gunsmoke graphics, you look at that. They're a little better than the NES, it appears. Sidearms, Hyperdyne sidearms. I believe it is on TurboGrafx or PC Engine as well, but the graphics on the Commodore version are pretty legit. There we go.
There you go.
It's awesome. Good game. I don't know if this screenshot is from the Commodore 64 version or an Amiga version. Sometimes it says, but it took me a minute to find this one as well. These are just really neat boxes. I'm really into them. 1942. So NES, same cover, same style, but significantly thinner and larger box.
Were the graphics any better on that one?
Maybe. Screenshot looks good. Maybe it's a screenshot of the arcade version. I'm not sure.
Just a little sharper or something.
Yeah. Speed Rumbler is another one. Oh, no, not Section Z. I was thinking Trojan. Speed Rumbler also did not come out on the NES, but it is mentioned, I believe, in some CES flyers that they were going to release it on the NES. But this probably would have been the cover for it. It's really cool artwork. It's a fun subset to kind of search for if you're into collecting stuff that is affordable but NES style, but not NES. And then Trojan. This one is the only one I have. It's not Commodore. This is a IBM, and some guy was selling new old stock copies of this that are taped at the top. I don't know if they're new old stock. I've never removed the tape, but the box is pretty thrashed. I think it was $11. This stuff is sometimes listed in the computer category on eBay and not necessarily the video game category. So if you only search the video game category, go look in the computer category as well. But they're fun to track down. Do a safe search. You'll find sidearms. You'll find the Speed Rumblers, and they don't go for a lot of money, and they are not easy to get. They're a fun thing to collect, and they don't take up a lot of room. After that, though, they did change the style of the box. Capcom did. They did a Bionic Commando style, which is this cool, really sharp-looking clamshell. My good buddy, Mr. Frank Cefali, picked this one up for me and
That's
hand
awesome.
delivered it to me in Chicago when I met him there one time. So I had this before on IBM. I sold it at Portland Retro Gaming Expo one year to another friend, Chris Kohler. So he has that now, and now I have the Amiga version, which is great. And then this one is Street Football. It only came out on IBM PC. This is a Mark Erickson art cover. Great fun. I don't know. I've never played it. But this one's sealed. It was the only one I could find on eBay at the time, so I picked it up. I've had these for a couple years now. It was just kind of a fun set to go through. I need mini golf. I need Ghosts and Goblins, and then I'll have the set. And then I need to get Street Fighter in this style, which
Clamshell computer.
It's so rare, man. There's a couple others that came out later that I haven't started picking up. I can't think of them though. But there's a motorcycle one. There's another.
Like Road Rash?
Can't remember what it's called. I'd have to look. I have the list somewhere, but they're fun to collect.
Sweet.
So, yeah, that's kind of neat. Speaking of that, staying in the same vein of computer games with Nintendo covers, I think a lot of stuff gets overlooked and is affordable.
Ooh.
If you can find them. I picked this up a while ago. Oh, shoot. Hold on a second. Let me set these guys down. I'd been waiting for a nice copy of this to come up. It's the same cover that was on the poster in every kid's room, or the third printing of the 4th issue or whatever I think it is. But it's also the cover that we know as the NES version, but this is IBM 3.5 inch. So pretty cool, factory sealed. It's a couple $100. I think you'd probably hop on and find one. I like this as well. Ninja Gaiden. I've never played this. It includes 5 1/4 and 3.5 inch discs. It looks absolutely horrible. The screenshots.
Wow. That's not even NES level.
No, I haven't played it. Maybe I'll give it a try. But I'm pretty sure this was distributed by High Tech Expressions. Maybe they even made it. I don't know. You can look at the inside because I'm curious now. Yeah, I like PC. I like looking for certain PC. I say PC. I like to group them all together, I guess. Commodore,
sure,
Atari, IBM,
computer.
Just disk-based stuff.
Yep.
So it's interesting. It's fun to collect. Not easy to find. And then there's cool things like this where you get to, good old High Tech. Look at those guys. I don't know who distributed it, who made the game. I just don't know a lot about these. I don't think a lot of people do. So there's the Mega Man High Tech game as well. Mega Man and Mega Man 3, I think, PC games. So same company got a hold of licenses and got those games out there that absolutely suck. That's kind of a fun one.
Ooh.
Chip and Dale. Not like the NES game, but
different.
Looks similar from the screenshot here. I don't know if you guys remember playing Chip and Dale on NES, but
yes.
Had that guy as one of the bosses. I think the first level, right? You have to throw the ball up, and I haven't played it in years, but that's a fun one.
Completely different box colors, anyway.
Yep. I haven't read much about this, but I bought it because I really like DuckTales stuff, and it's sealed new, so yeah. Looks like some point and click sort of game. Doesn't look very fun.
Oh.
Okay, and then I just have some odds and ends here. The Count, it's Scott Adams one. This was sealed, but Customs opened it. en route from Venezuela many years ago. So
Nice.
whatever. I just
Thank you,
like
Customs.
Dracula chiller, not to be confused with the NES or the arcade game where you shoot flesh off people. This is this is a good game. The guys who went on to create Comerica this is one of their early games, and it
does it show the game at all on the back?
Yeah, no, it doesn't actually. So these are just like probably like interlude parts of the game between levels or something. I don't know, but the game doesn't look like that at all, and it's not chiller on NES or arcade. This is a cool game, kind of a one-screen puzzle type game. But it is when this first came out, they had a chiptune version of the song Thriller in the game, and I believe this is the early copy of it that has it. It's sealed, but it is hard to find because they had to remove that, and so later versions of the game did not have Thriller in it. So a neat little piece of history on that game. Wow. Castle Wolfenstein, just because.
Yeah.
Great game. And then we'll do this. I always pick up weird copies of Oregon Trail sealed.
Wow, I didn't even consider that.
Yeah, this is CD-ROM, stupid color version, not Apple II, but it's Oregon Trail. I think it's iconic. I love the franchise.
I will throw out a plug for that game specifically. If you go to mcmrose.com, you do have to log in on a computer to play it. It doesn't work if you log in on your phone. I do have that game to play on my site for free. So if you want to go play Oregon Trail right now, you can go to mcmrose.com and go play it. Just heads up.
Yeah, I don't know. Then this one's kind of cool. Skate Rock. This is the first skateboarding video game, but not home console. So it came out on Commodore 64 first. And then there is and Share Data did it. Good old Share Data. They did like the Wheel of Fortune. They got licenses to do Jeopardy and all the game show stuff. And they were budget titles. But Skate Rock is a unique game. They did it. The box is cool. It's got some neat foil back here. It's a neat die cut on it. The game is pretty good. For a skateboarding game, it's kind of platformer skateboarder. Second skateboarding game is Skate Crazy by, I think it's a Mastertronic game. I don't have a sealed copy of it, but this one's pretty jacked up. So that's okay. Maybe we'll open it one day.
No.
Yeah. Then I do dabble in the Atari 400. So, but this is a cartridge game. So, Popeye. And the greatest video game of all time. Doom. Yeah. Best cover.
Is that sealed?
Really hard to find box. This is version 1.66, so it's not the first boxed version of the game, but it's super awesome. Really hard to find in nice condition. The boxes are just usually thrashed. And you just slide around in there like nobody's business. So, all right. That's it for show and tell. I'm kind of tired.
That's still pretty cool. I know I'm holding back from yawning. My apologies.
Yeah.
Well, let's just keep it short and sweet. What about wins? What do you got for wins? Any wins this week? Because I know we have an episode coming up. I'm waiting for it in the mail, but we are going to get into some reseals and maybe even moldy games. There's some debates on whether that mold transfers through. We see a lot of games with mold that gets over the plastic, but my thought is, does that really get through the cardboard and into, obviously there's different cases as to what might happen. So we're curious. So we might open some moldy games and then I'm going to get into some reseals and probably open those on some higher end games. So
maybe we should open some higher end games that aren't reseals.
sure.
Okay. No, I don't think we should do that.
I think they have videos on that, and it's depressing every time I watch it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, it'd
Cool.
still be fun. And then we have some other fun episodes coming up.
I didn't buy anything.
You didn't buy anything?
No, I'm redoing this whole room here. I have almost everything out of here, and I'm gonna get new tile in here. I finished my utility room. The ceilings in here are being torn out as we speak, so they've always been being ripped out. So got to work on that, and I'm gonna run new electrical, do some plumbing over here, put something in that's not gonna leak, and put some nice can lights in the ceiling, get new tile in here, have a nice clean new room. I've ordered some really massive bookshelves from IKEA, and it will look different in the next couple of weeks. So
cool.
It's a project though, so I'm staying off eBay because I'm filling my day by redoing rooms in my house. But
okay, well,
it's effective because I work out of my home and I need clean spaces to work in. So yeah,
I do have a win, and it's not even something that I bought. It was a gift from a loyal viewer and past guest. I know Josh has something.
Robin Mahara, did he send you something?
No, this was Andrew Morgan.
Oh.
And you can kind of see it here. And obviously right away, I knew when I grabbed it, I was like, oh, that's a Reach, Halo Reach. And I was like, wait a minute, it's been opened. I was like, I wonder what kind of naughty gift he hid inside of this.
It was a Halo Reach Around.
It was a Halo Reach Around. It's a special edition. Of course she's going to have that. But this is actually a signed copy of Reach from the team that he was so lovely gifted and decided to gift to me because he knows my love for Halo. So I have to give a big loving thank you to Andrew. I think that is totally awesome.
Yeah. Andrew's a good dude, man.
Yeah, I don't have this, and this is going to go up in display, most likely behind me, to constantly remind him. And thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. So that was a very cool win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're watching this and you have any really, really sexy video game paper or strategy guides, Andrew Morgan is your best friend. So
yeah,
I like to tease him with stuff sometimes. I'll wake up at 2 a.m, come down in my room, and I'll grab some photos of paper and I'll send it to him. Yeah, I know he enjoys it.
Paper.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, on that note, you got anything else, Josh? No. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for watching. All 1 or 2 of you.
Thank you, Dan Kaplan. We'd like to have you on the show
and
as soon as possible.
Eric as well. Dan, if you're hearing this, you can go ahead and shoot us a message and let us know when you're available.
Want to do it tomorrow, Dan? We're here. Which, Matt, you're going to put this online tomorrow,
right? Yes. And then
3:26. Dan, when you watch this, send us a message.
And Eric, if you ever decide someday that you ever want to do a podcast, please maybe slightly promise me that maybe ours will be the first for you. So,
yeah, Eric, we don't even have to talk about video games. We can talk about your wrestling cards because I'm interested in knowing why you collect stuff like that, I think.
Yeah, he has enough stories to fill many episodes. So
he's got enough stories to fill a small van.
Yes.
I'm talking about like a 1990 Dodge Caravan. Enough of those stories.
But with that, thank you everyone for watching. Whatever year you end up watching this or wherever you dug this out from, please like and subscribe. If you liked what we had to say and you want to hear more, leave your thoughts of what you want to see. If you want to see something specific, please let us know. We're open to ideas as well. And then that's it. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.